The name's Jessica Gonzalez. I was 25 years old at the time, and it was just one foolish dare that cost me something very deep to me. I was bored and decided to join some sachets truth or dare server that was rumored to be extremely dangerous, and I was playing truth or dare with some random stranger on a Discord server who dared me to visit a dark website called littlegirlpunishment.onion, or else he would use his hacking skills to install a virus on your device. The stranger went by the username of Messenger 574 and claimed that he was an associate of this site and worked for a prominent star of the site, a woman by the name of Lily. I foolishly took the dare, copied the link that Messenger 574 had sent me and loaded it on my Tor browser, which took me to a black screen with red text stating, "Thanks for signing up at Little Girl Punishment. You will soon be able to view our videos and will be sent a free video just for you staring our owner, but after that you'll have to pay." I simply thought that this was an edgy prank, and I made the decision of not telling my mother and the authorities about what I had just seen, a decision that would be the sole worst thing of my life. I was on a walk with my 15-year-old sister Emily at the park. My mom wanted me to take her outside on a walk for some fresh air, but told me no matter what, never let Emily out of my sight. Emily told me, "I need the toilet, I have to pee so badly." I let Emily go to the park's bathroom by herself. Several minutes had passed and Emily had not left the bathroom, so I went into the bathroom and I noticed that the fourth stall of the bathroom to the far right corner of the bathroom was wide open. The fourth stall was next to the back door of the bathroom, which lead to a small parking garage that was normally reserved for janitors at night to pull up right at the bathroom and clean it while the park was closed. It was very odd that the back door was simply open, and I had a terrible feeling brewing in my gut, and when I took a look inside the fourth stall I noticed that Emily was missing. I immediately panicked and opened the other stall doors, but Emily was nowhere to be found. I realized that Emily had gone missing and I stormed out of the bathroom and run back to my home. While running back to my home I called 911 saying, "Help, holy shit, my sister has gone missing." When I came home I told my mother what happened, and at first she said, "What's with this fucked up prank?" But then I told her what happened and showed her the phone call I made to 911, and she immediately believed me and became just as panicked as I was. Half an hour later we heard police sirens, and the police pulled up on my home. The police questioned me everything and I told them everything that I knew. The police assumed that one of the park's janitors had pulled up to the park's bathroom and kidnapped Emily because the back door was open and I was standing by the bathroom and never saw anybody leave the bathroom. The rest of the day I locked myself up in my room while thinking about what could have happened to Emily. Suddenly at night I got an email in my computer from Messenger 574 saying, "Your first video is ready for you," with an attachment showing a link to littlegirlpunsamon.onion. I climbed on the link and I was taken to a video of what looked body camera footage of someone pulling up to a small parking garage and opening a door in the parking garage that was labeled woman's restroom. The person opened the door and I recognized the restroom as the park's restroom where Emily disappeared. "No," I muttered. Standing in the middle of the bathroom was Emily, who was on her way to the fourth stall when the person in the video said in a soft woman's voice, "It's Lily, you're coming with me." Emily, the woman that proceeded to pull and at a stun gun lunging at Emily and shocking her unconscious before the footage cut to a live stream of a dimly lit red room that showed Emily dressed in an all-black dress, strapped to a rusty metal hospital bed with her wrists and ankles being restrained to the bed by metal restraints attached to the bed. To the left of Emily stood a woman in a zipped black leather jacket with black leather pants. The woman then spoke, "What's up, it's Lily here, and today our special guest Jessica Gonzalez is about to watch with us what I'm going to do to her sister Emily. First hair." Lily then proceeded to walk towards Lily before tugging at her hair. Emily screamed and cried in pain as Lily pulled her hair before Lily let go, leaving Emily sobbing in fear. Lily then said, "Second whip." Lily then walked out of the camera and came back into the camera with a whip in her hand and lashed the whip at Emily, making her loudly scream and sob. Lily then said, "Thirdly and lastly, breath." Lily walked out of the camera again and emerged back holding a tube-like device. Lily then slowly plunged the device into Emily as she sobbed and cried before her crying and sobbing become muffled when the device reached her mouth, and despair hit me as it appeared as if the device was suffocating her. Lily then pulled the device out of Emily's mouth and Emily started breathing and gasping for breath. It looked like she had cried so hard that she had no tears left and her eyes were bloodshot red. Lily then said, "Hope you enjoyed Emily's punishment, bye bye." My computer then crashed and immediately I was consumed with despair by all the crying and sobbing of my sister, which completely destroyed me. I then reported what I saw to the police and they told me and my mother that the site I saw was run by an elusive group that was the subject of a high-profile investigation for committing and profiting off heinous abuse of girls and women, which operated by luring unsuspecting people on the internet via social media platforms and blackmailing they into entering the link to the site, which is laced with a malware that access the data of the user who clicks on the link and can acquire extremely sensitive information such as where they and their relatives live. The police told me that the kidnapped victims of this group are impossible to be rescued because whenever the authorities try to infiltrate the site is equipped with a firewall that only allows authorized visitors to access it, and it can detect whenever an unauthorized user is entering. This is the reason why the police have been unable to shut down the site. 10 years have passed now and I have no doubt that my sister's ordeal is still ongoing due to my poor decisions, and this has given me overwhelming guilt. Me and my mother have been in therapy for this past 10 years and I must warn you. Because aware of what sites and communities you're entering on social media do the internet, because they can be extremely dangerous, and if you happen to fall into the rabbit hole of little girl punishment. Onion, then report the first red flag to the authorities immediately. It could guard the safety of your loved ones.